Hello, welcome to Vula Conversations, where we discuss issues that move you up and forward. Each day we talk about something that we know will help you. All right. My name is George, and I'm a life and business coach, a Proctor Gallagher consultant here in Johannesburg. Today I'm going to tell you a story. So, way back, many years back, uh, I was a young boy then. Oof, couldn't have been about 80 thereabouts, I think so. And there was a swimming pool, a public swimming pool near our home. And it was a place where almost everyone gravitated towards. Weekends, we're in there, school holidays, we're in there. And we were quite fortunate, I would say, in the sense that the superintendent, the man who was in charge of this public swimming pool, had competed at a high level in swimming and was also a qualified coach, so we were told. But he took a keen interest and trained us. And working with him was someone called Isaac. Isaac was a great swimmer. And they taught us things there that, forever grateful for. So we loved swimming and we spent quite a bit of time. We would be in there. And sometimes when it wasn't peak and there would be very few of us in that swimming pool, Isaac would get us to do laps. We would go up, down, sometimes even 100 laps. I mean, that's that's how deep we were into the swimming thing. We loved it, absolutely loved it. Then from morning, come back in the evening, and I remember getting home. By the time I got home, I would be so tired and so hungry. And my mom would, and as you went into the swimming pool, so you got in, you went into the change rooms, got into your swimming trunks, went through the showers. You had to go through the showers into the water, and as you came out, you went through the shower and then back into the change room, where you then changed into your home clothes. And being boys, we didn't take lotion or whatever. Then you just went in and out. And by the time I got home, not only am I tired, but I'm looking quite scary, And my mom or sisters would take one look and say, "Hey, have you been to that public pool again?" And of course, I would say, "Yes, mom." She would one look and say, "Now go and shower." And I would be protesting, say, "Listen, but I spend the whole day in the water." I said, "No, go out there and shower." Anyway, but what would happen was the Isaac and then would organize swimming competitions. So he'd get us into little teams to compete. And he usually used to use the sections where you came from in the townships. So he'd group you into little sections. And so over the weekend, you would compete. Normally, it was in the afternoon. You would do freestyle relay, because with the number of the kids, it was easier just to do freestyle relay, and the teams would come in and out like that, knock each other out and all that. And sometimes you would have a bit more complicated competition where you'd have your backstroke and all that. But normally it was just freestyle. And I was in part of the relay team. I was small, but I was quick. So during the holidays, the competitions would be a bit more because there was more time and there would be more teams. So this one Saturday, we get there ready to compete in this relay. And Isaac then calls us as a little team and says, listen, well, our star player in the team was a guy called Wally, I think that was his name. And he was to us what Lionel Messi is to Barcelona. He was the real star. And so we really needed him in our team. So on this Saturday, we get there, and Isaac says, oh, Wally isn't coming today because he's had a bereavement in his family, and he's not going to compete today. But I passed through their home last night. I spoke to him. He's very confident that you guys can do it. And so you got to do it. We'll get you one more guy in, and there you go. Now, whilst Wally may have had so much confidence in us, we didn't quite feel so confident. And so that was a big blow to say, what? No Wally, no win, man. Really? But we'd been doing well. And so it didn't take too much persuading from Isaac to say, you know what? Guys, let me tell you this. Go in there and win. Because if you win, you'll be doing it for Wally. And you know what? When you win, we'll go past his home afterwards. And you can tell him that you've done this thing for him, you know? And I think that's what did the trick. Because before that, it was just, we always went there to compete. Sometimes we won, sometimes we didn't. But on this occasion, there was a cause. We were given a reason to do well. And so, to cut a long story short, we went in there and we did very well. We actually won our relay event, despite competing against what I would have considered better teams. But we clearly were motivated by something, and off we went. And it's only when I'm grown up now, I look back at all those little things that I used to do. And this particular one, I look at and I realized that there were big lessons there. That there was motivation for us to get that win. You know? Whilst initially we were devastated that our star player wasn't there, the fact that we were then fighting for him, as it were, gave us a reason. And so, whilst the other teams were swimming the usual Saturday afternoon competition, we were driven to do well because there was a cause there. And so, it was a big lesson for us. As I say, grown up now, I look back and I say, you know, great teams support each other. They build each other. And the fact that Isaac said to us, do it for this reason, that was motivation. He could simply say, oh, well, the guy's not showing up. Here's another person, go out and do it. But he found something for us to fight for. And obviously very grateful for. And I look back and I say, oh, okay. So when there's a cause, there's an energy that comes into the individuals. And by working together, you know that you win for each other, lose for each other. So sometimes, even if we had lost, assuming we had lost, I think the lesson would still have been there, in that there was energy that gave us, that the cause gave us. But yes, of course, the win itself was the icing on top. And I remember going past Wally's home, telling him, this guy said, hey, listen, we'd won, and the guy's jumping up and down. That was really, really cute. And I look back and they say, if you're a leader and you're dealing with people, put a cause there. Get them to fight for something. And the last one is setting goals, really. There was a goal that was set for us. Do this for your friend, and you would make it home. So we went in there clearly chasing something. It wasn't just the usual, we're swimming today. It was, we had a goal. And of course, belief, at some stage, we really didn't believe in ourselves. It was like, well, he's not here. But the fact that now we're chasing something, there's something that, hey, we can do something here. We can, and we believed in ourselves. You know, it's a small little story, but when I look back, it does give you lessons. And I thought I would share that with you this Thursday afternoon. Thank you very much for joining. My name is George. I'm a life and business coach, a Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant. I work with Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher, and I'm a facilitator and a speaker at Vula and Lock. Hey, if you missed any of our videos this week, right? Tune in on, visit us on our YouTube page. We'll upload everything there for you. And whilst you're there, hey, why don't you subscribe? And like this video, share it with friends, and connect with us. As I always say to you folks, stay positive, and thank you very much for joining us today. All right, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.